In the heart of the village of Okusu, where time seemed to move with the rhythm of the wind and the whispers of the river Vorser, a love story unfolded that would be passed down through generations. The love between Akaba, the village's proud fisherman, and Tirka, the vibrant attire seller, became the stuff of legend. But their story was not one of simple affection. It was a tale of courage, resilience, and an unbreakable bond tested by fate. In the face of a king's malevolent plan, Akaba and Tirka defied the odds, proving that love is stronger than fear. Their journey through the forbidden witch forest was an epic battle, not just for their lives, but for their love. This is their story. Akaba, a tall, broad-chested fisherman, was known across Okusu not only for his skill in catching the largest fish, but also for his kind heart and striking looks. With his dark hair, adorned with cowries, his broad chest glistened under the sun, and his ever-present smile revealed a set of white teeth that charmed the village girls. Yet, his heart belonged to one person alone, Tirka. Tirka, the daughter of an attire cloth seller, was the epitome of natural beauty. Her dark, shimmering skin was often adorned with intricate patterns of beads and cowries, and her soft laughter filled the air with joy. Her deep dimples and sparkling eyes made her the envy of the other village girls. But Tirka's heart beat only for Akaba. The village of Okusu had long admired their love. In the cool evenings, by the crystal-clear river Vorser, the two could be found, sitting by the riverbank. Tirka would often dip her feet into the cool waters, while Akaba sat beside her, their fingers intertwined, their laughter harmonizing with the birds in the trees. The villagers often saw them as the perfect couple, united by nature and surrounded by beauty. At times, they would retreat to the forested outskirts of Oku, where Akaba would climb the trees and throw leaves at Tirka as she giggled, running through the fields of wildflowers. Yet, their love was not without envy. King Kakamoo, the ruler of Okus, had long had his eye on Tirka. Her beauty captivated him, and his power made him believe that he could have anyone he desired. But Tirka's love for Akaba was unwavering, and that infuriated the king. He hatched a plan, a malicious strategy to drive a wedge between them. If he couldn't have Tirka, no one else could. One fateful day, King Kakamoo sent his town crier to gather the villagers in the market square. With a booming voice, the town crier announced that the king had an important decree to share. The villagers gathered, whispering to one another about what news the king could possibly bring. As King Kakamoo rose to speak, a hush fell over the crowd. "It is my decree," the king began, "that Akaba and Tirka shall journey to the witch forest and spend 7 days there. If they truly believe their love is strong, they will return together unharmed." The villagers gasped. The witch forest was a place of nightmares, a dark and dangerous land where banished witches were said to roam. No one who had entered the forest ever returned. It was a death sentence. The king smirked, hoping that fear would break their bond. Surely Tirka wouldn't follow Akaba into such a dangerous place. And if she did, Akaba would surely perish, leaving the king free to claim Tirka for himself. Akaba and Tirka stood in shock as the king's words echoed in the market square. The villagers looked on in pity, certain that this was the end of their love story. But instead of fear, Akaba and Tirka found strength in one another. They had 3 days to prepare for the journey, and during those days, they spent every moment together, reaffirming their love. On the eve of their departure, the village gathered to bid them farewell. Some wept, while others offered prayers for their safe return. Akaba and Tirka embraced, their hearts beating as one. "We will return," Akaba whispered, his voice filled with determination. "Our love is stronger than any darkness." As they entered the forest, the air grew thick with a chilling mist. The trees loomed tall and menacing, their branches twisting like the hands of forgotten spirits. Yet, Akaba held Tirka's hand firmly, guiding her through the darkened path. The first night was the hardest. Strange sounds echoed through the forest, whispers, growls, and the howling wind. But instead of succumbing to fear, Akaba and Tirka found solace in each other's arms, their love a beacon of light in the oppressive darkness. On the second day, the forest revealed its dangers. Twisted vines reached out like claws, and shadows moved just beyond their vision. But Akaba, skilled in survival from his days of fishing, led them deeper into the forest, always keeping Tirka close. Each night, they would sit by a small fire, sharing stories and laughing softly to keep their spirits high. Tirka would lean her head on Akaba's shoulder, whispering, "As long as we're together, nothing can harm us." By the fourth day, the forest began to test them in new ways. Their food supplies dwindled, and strange creatures lurked in the shadows. But it was their unwavering love that kept them going. Akaba fashioned traps to catch small animals, while Tirka gathered wild fruits to sustain them. On the fifth night, a thick fog descended upon them, and they became separated. Tirka called out for Akaba, her voice trembling with fear. But Akaba, though lost, kept his heart focused on Tirka. He knew he would find her, no matter what. As dawn broke on the sixth day, Akaba stumbled upon Tirka, her body trembling with cold and fear. He wrapped his arms around her, promising never to leave her side again. Together, they pressed on, and on the seventh day, they emerged from the witch forest, battered but alive. The villagers stood in awe as they returned, hand in hand, their love stronger than ever before. King Kakamoo's plan had failed. The villagers, once filled with doubt, now looked upon Akaba and Tirka as legends, symbols of a love that could withstand even the darkest of trials. The king, unable to hide his anger, retreated to his palace, his hopes of breaking them dashed. He would no longer stand in the way of their love. Akaba and Tirka, now more united than ever, continued their life in Okusu, their love and inspiration to all. They had faced the darkest of places and emerged victorious, proving that love, when true, can conquer any obstacle. Akaba and Tirka's story is more than a tale of love. It's a testament to the power of unwavering devotion. In a world filled with trials and tribulations, their journey teaches us that love, when rooted in trust and courage, can overcome even the most insurmountable challenges. Their miraculous survival through the witch forest is not just a story of survival. It's a reminder that love can light the darkest paths. Let their story inspire us to cherish those we hold dear. For in the face of adversity, love will always prevail. The story of Akaba and Tirka resonates with one powerful lesson. True love is not just about affection, but about standing together through life's darkest moments. It is a bond that cannot be broken by external forces, even by fear or danger. Their story reminds us that with love, trust, and courage, any obstacle can be overcome. This story of love and courage is one to be shared and celebrated. If you believe in the power of love, like Akaba and Tirka's, hit the like button. Leave a comment below about a time when love conquered fear in your life. And don't forget to subscribe for more epic tales like this one.